Hey fellow scavengers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, Brandenburg Shelter, episode 31, a bit desperate for the food. First thing I would like to do is have you guys decide whether I continue to try to clear the area around the Gigamart Plaza, which would be option number 4, or work on something else. So working on the second floor personal office area, I would likely work on trying to get a proper bed in here so I sleep better, and also work towards getting plumbing. Setting up rain barrels on the roof and plumbing up to a sink, and then setting up some sort of like water collection system better than just rain barrels alone. Working on the lower floor. My plans for the lower floor, besides of course the community garden, which I already started, is to have different areas dedicated to different things. The plan for this shelter is to be a shelter to be able to restart the entire neighborhood, which means having a children's area, a library, workshops for every type of crafting skill. So this entire facility is going to be a facility to jumpstart civilization, in other words. Kind of a lofty goal. I don't know how far into that I'm going to get, but, you know, there it is. Alternatively, we could try to obtain books or tapes for needed skills, knowing, of course, that the tape cap is level 3, but even still, hitting level 3, let's say mechanics or level 3, yeah, really only mechanics would benefit. I mean, the tapes that you can find here, you won't be able to see the poll. The tapes that you can find are pretty much cook, carpentry, and then some of the like outside skills. So I could find stuff for some of the survival skills, but generally speaking, it's really only mechanics that it's going to benefit. One of the benefits of getting higher level mechanics is I'll be able to maintain my vehicles better, being able to repair them so they have more trunk space. And then or even probably more importantly, I'll be able to hotwire cars. Because once you have electrical and mechanic skill, you can hotwire cars, and then every car is a car I can use, which is pretty different than relying upon finding keys. Scavenge more of the neighborhood, of course, is leading. I could improve a specific skill. One of the reasons to improve a specific skill, like grinding, tailoring skill, for instance, would give me a lot of protection, etc., etc., or I could continue to expand the community garden. So that will be up to you. Because I'm already drowsy, I'm not going to be doing any of these tasks tonight. I'm going to be doing these tasks tomorrow. So let's go ahead and fill up my canteens and read a book and just get ready for the night while y'all vote. So what book was I reading? Trapping? Yeah. I don't mind getting a little bit more trapping. Chiefly because getting a little bit more trapping is going to allow me to source more of my own food, which is, you know, maybe I can get into the Gigamart, but regardless, having my own source of renewable food through hunting, butchering, animal husbandry, something like that, is going to be a big deal. And at some point, I might consider, especially if I find an animal trailer, to start my own little, like, ranch. I probably only would want to do small critters, like chickens, which are a lot easier to keep than the larger grazers, because I don't want to spend a year and a day setting up, like, ooh, some screaming. A fence or a zone for them or whatever. Just, you know, a chicken coop is easy enough. But it looks to me like you guys want me to continue scavenging more of the neighborhood. Copy that. We'll go back to the Gigamart Plaza. So just to reiterate what is in the Gigamart Plaza, like why it's worth my effort, because I think that's a very fair point. We have the Gigamart proper, which of course has shelves and shelves and shelves of potentially non-perishable food, because at this point we haven't had power long enough that anything perishable is gone. Additionally, there's a gardening store in the Gigamart Plaza, and the gardening store would allow us to expand our community farm, which would be really helpful. There's also a tool store in the Gigamart Plaza, so being able to start collecting crafting tools for the various trades that we can, you know, do would be pretty important as well. And then there's a clothing store. Not that I really need clothing, but it wouldn't hurt to have backup, like, leather pants and the like. And there's an auto supply and auto repair shop, which may have mechanics tapes, because sometimes they do. But at the very least, they might have some spare auto parts and the like. So there's a whole lot of reasons to go down there. It's just, I don't know how many zombies are going to be there, so we'll see. And no, I will not be using my my fishing skills. Since we don't see NPCs for a while, the chickens can be standing for rescued citizens. Yeah. Why the cluck not? Let's speed through this book. That would actually allow me to, like, raffle off people to you, too. I like how now I'm doing weight gain and also hungry. It's like, decide. One or the other. Alright, so we're clocking in very tired. It's almost 11 p.m. Let me try to cut my immediate hunger with something satiating that isn't too bad for me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make more black bean stew. And I'll add salt and pepper to it. We do have that unbarricaded window in the first floor, yeah. I haven't forgot about that. I do have that, like, giant map marker to warn me about that. And if I'm boiling water, I might as well just top up this, I don't know which pot it is. That's annoying. Switch. There's 19 liters in here, it's not much. It's this one. Oh, that's weird. Both my water pots read as clean water. I don't trust that, not for 1 second. I'm gonna boil both. And cheers. Have I found another water bug? Possibly. Alright, some black bean stew. I thought I turned this oven off. And add pepper and salt. It's amazing. Bow down to my culinary expertise. And I think what I should probably do is put the salt and pepper over here. At some point I'll have, like, proper shelving in, like, a kitchenette area. I just don't have that yet. But in time. Like last stream, the pots were still hot. I don't know about that, though. That seems like a bit of a stretch to me at this point. But whatever. It's not a mystery that I particularly care to solve. Where is my... Oh, right. There's also the worry of, like, the pots are gonna keep cooking the food if it's kept there. So, place it on the ground. Because it does burn after the fact. I don't remember... I think my bowls are in here? Where is my superb bowl? Dang it. Is it in tools? Yeah, there it is. There's my superb bowl. I like how to stop it from cooking, I can just, like, drop it on the ground. Alright, we are... What? What? Where's my bowls? What? Alright, I need a table, don't I? Oh, God. So picky. No? It's not working for a table? That's weird. Fine, I'll just eat a quarter of it. Jesus, game. Getting picky about how I serve up my food. Well, apparently a quarter of it was not enough. We need half. And I'll just fall asleep with, like, a whole pot of stew in my hands. Because what could possibly go wrong with that? Alright, current weight looks fine. Health looks fine. What the hell kind of waking up is this? I didn't go to sleep at an unreasonable hour, but I woke up certainly at an unreasonable hour. Alright, as much as I would like to cover up that window, what I want to do is... Because, of course, I have marked down that there's... Or, rather, door. I want to get right back to where I left off, clearing around the Gigamart. I have to use the crafting menu for that now? That's like needlessly cumbersome. Well, good to know. Alright. Well, almost got me, stop sign. The curse of opening up your map while driving. So, keeping track of stats, if you're wondering, we are 1 month, 2 days, well, basically 3 days in, with 916 kills under our belt. This crowbar should still be in pretty good condition. I haven't really messed it up all that much. Yeah, it's 50%. Yeah, that's fine. And, we are heading to the Gigamart Plaza. Now, I had come down to the Gigamart Plaza a while back, and did like a whole lot of rounding up the zombies and honking, trying to draw them away. But I think they probably reset back to roughly where they were. I don't know the full scope of how much clearing we have to do. Mostly because I can't get close enough to really assess that. There's a lot of zombies. And the only way to get close to assess that would be to rile them all up again. So what I'm hoping to do, it may or may not be possible, I'm not 100% sure. But what I'm hoping to do is to slowly work my way towards the Gigamart, clearing out everything I find, and then if at some point I hit like a giant wall of zombies, then we'll have to change tactics. But I haven't yet hit like a large enough wall of zombies to thwart my plans. Hey, I'm tastier than my van, leave my van alone. God, imagine getting an uppercut with a crowbar. Oof. One hit KO. I don't really want to leave any zombies that are just going to inevitably wander into my way. So it is like a bit of a full clear here. I'm not going to go out of my way to get the zombies that are like far away. I'm not spoiling for just a fight. But I do want to work mostly clearing out the way. Okay, there's one in the woods, two in the intersection. Hey, welcome, Haslast, to your first stream. I know I've been passing up on a lot of leather coats. Until I am working on my tailoring skill, I don't care too much about that stuff. Most of this scavenging is for the... Oh, okay. Most of the scavenging that I'm doing is for the purpose of obtaining food, not craft materials. I don't think I actually shut the driver's side door. Or the passenger side door. I didn't hear that thud. Not that zombies are going to climb into the vehicle. So let's hope the path is not so fraught full of zombies. I probably, if I was to guess, have gotten already like 200 zombies under my belt. Maybe shy of 200, but roughly in that order of magnitude, trying to clear out the way. As you can see here, all of these bodies here were bodies blocking me from my goal. Oh, including that one with a fire axe in his head. Alright, we're close enough that I should cut the van's ignition. Ooh, it's a really good condition. Fire axe too. You hate the crowbar? I don't. It's not high damage, but the thing lasts forever. And at this point, my lung blunt skill is high enough that it is a fairly effective weapon. Oh, you guys are stinky. Alright, I count maybe like 10 more in the immediate road. Oh, carrots. Growing season is... Really? I have to... Okay. I have to go all the way in here for that, huh? Yikes. Alright, poor month, August. Well, it happens to be August, so I guess I don't care. I am just about ready for the maintenance book, yeah. I have like 10 pages left of the trapping book, and then I'll go to maintenance too. Unless I'm trying to level up tailoring or some other skill, mechanics, etc. Cheers, Icarus! Alright, let's go ahead and listen to the emergency channel too. It's 3 p.m. We are really only like half a block. So I'm right here, and the Gigamart is here. So I'm very close to the Gigamart now. It doesn't look terrible out here, but I'm not really in like the courtyard plaza area yet. So it could get considerably worse as I approach. You know, it'd be a cool thing to add, especially now that there's a glass making. Not that it really has to be glass making, is binoculars. Getting binos, because I know like the game has like an 8x scope, a 4x scope, a 2x scope, but you really can't use them for distance viewing. I think probably you should be able to. But binoculars being like a somewhat common item wouldn't be too bad. Like I think I have a pair of binos even in my car. Add those in and be able to scout out ahead. That'd be really nice. Alright, I might get a little exerted here. Here comes the swarm. And it seems to me my beta blockers have stopped working, so let's take a new dose. I could try to use this metal fence as a filter, slowing them down, because now metal fences are destructible objects, so zombies will engage with the fence instead of walking around it sometimes, as you can see with that one in denim. But I'm already getting winded. Ooh, a Chevy step van. So there should be a blue van around here that I have the keys to. There only seems to be maybe like 6 or 7 more zombies that I have to immediately kill, unless I aggro the group to the northwest. So although I'm already... Wait, why am I on... Okay, apparently I'm tense too. I'll try to lure this group away. Oh yeah, there's the step van. Doesn't look like it's in great condition, though. Seems the zombies were so lazy in trying to follow me, I could just rest here. I think I'm like ODing on beta blockers. I took one too many. Character was tense and then... Yeah. Well, that's okay. Have I looted this house? No, I haven't. So, character's getting a little hungry. Maybe we'll check it for a snack. Rotten food only? Yep. Well, at least we get water. Oh, shoot. That's a dead end. That's sketchy. That chair blocks the way. That'd be a terrible thing to have happen if you didn't expect being blocked by a chair like that. Character's getting a little hungry, but we'll be alright. Hey Alicia, thank you for the sub. The resub, and welcome. Oh, come on. The first stomp I know missed. The second stomp looked spot on. Wow, we're clearing them quick. A pouch of... Oh, seeds. Cilantro and leek. Well, we have already planted leeks, so maybe once I get back to base we can plant more leeks. Dirty work boots. Let's see. There's a hole in the right foot. Definitely don't want it. Speaking of which, now that I'm stomping zombies, I should check my own boots. No holes, but pretty low HP. So switching boots out would be wise. Oh, is this a different? No, that was the work boot dirty. Okay. This house is weird. It has the height of a 2-story house, but isn't. So while I'm here, I'm just going to fully loot it so I can mark it off my list of places to loot. Yeah, there's really nothing in there. So I hear a few zombies wandering up on me. Not a big deal. Let's mark this one down. Done. You're always so pumped for a PC stream? You're here for me casting crowbar over and over? Alright, we are at 966 killed. I think it was, what, like 912 at the start? Something like that. But this is the Gigamart. This is the back lot of the Gigamart, so we're getting pretty close to where we need to clear out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there today with my current exhaustion and the time left in the day. But I do think we are making reasonable progress. But it also depends on whether, like, 100 zombies spill out from the Gigamart or not. Because I know the loud melee noise I'm making right now is definitely going to nudge them around and dislodge a whole bunch of zombies. You've been following since King of Louisville? Oh, well, welcome. It's been a while, huh? And now I'm the Great Witch of Brandenburg now. Go away. Disperse. So many pairs of overalls. There is an auto mechanic shop down there, and well, there's two of them. There's an auto supply and an auto repair. So I suspect those uniforms came from those workplaces. Alright, my character's getting panicked. High panic and out of breath. Bad combo. And despite highlighted targets, I'm swinging and missing on a bunch. Western boots. I think those have high stats. Oh, I'm starting to get sad. Alright, I think it's time to try to start the van up and rest for the day. It's 6 p.m. We killed another 50, 75 something zombies. We got up to the edge of the plaza, and given another day of effort, we might be able to get inside. And then all the treasure will be mine. Before I turn in for the night, I can use that fire axe that I have in the trunk, picked up from that zombie, to cut down a tree and patch the door that came cleared. Western boots, inspect. Bite and scratch 100%. Yeah, let's switch. Alright, so it's this door right here that needs a little love. I'm driving pretty far away from where the zombies were last spotted so that I don't get, like, jumped by them. You saw one. Oh, actually two. There we go. Easy peasy. Well, I'm glad my van didn't do this to me when I was trying to get away from the plaza, turning over multiple times. Because between the terrible engine and how busted my windshield is, I gotta be really careful about quick escapes, because they might not be as quick as I hope them to be. Why is my van jiggling? Weird. Alright, it looks pretty clear around here. Before I park for the night, I'm going to do one lap. I like how there's like an incredible amount of ivy already collected on our front door. That'd be a cool mechanic that, like, if you get enough ivy, zombies don't even acknowledge the the entryway is like an entryway anymore. Unless they like randomly happen upon it. Like entryway camouflage. Okay. All the other barricades look to be intact. Perfect. At some point I am going to have to go for a gas run. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. At least for now. Because there's enough gasoline to get me to the plaza and back home. At least one more time. Nice suspicious van collection. Yeah. There's candy in my van. If you just would like to follow me in. Pay no attention to the witch with candy in her van. It's totally normal. Think nothing of it. Alright, I am going to exert executive privilege, whatever that means, and decide that I do want to plant these leeks. So I need 2 dirt bags. I figure why not? I mean, I'm already planting other plants. Might as well get the leeks in too. I think the bag is down there though, right? So let's go do that. So here's the wonderful inside of my base. It's really not much to look at yet, but it will be slowly converted over to something glorious. Time permitting. And I think this is, yeah, this is the rain barrel plumbed sink. Free candy, what am I doing? I'm slaying zombies. Of course. Dig up graves? No. Sow the leeks. I like how the furrows magically rotate. I love it. I cast rotate! Alright, crops, water, can full. So now we just need 1 dirt bag, not 2, because I forgot I had an empty plot. And it's 9 p.m., so I'll have this done before midnight and probably get to sleep at a normal time, I hope. We're also going to need to cook and stuff. Oh, you can cultivate indoors? Yeah, just it has to be ground floor. No floating farms anymore, not at least in Beta 42. Unless you change the default server settings, which I have not. What about using planes to place a floor and then removing ground? I don't know what you're asking, but you can't put dirt anywhere but a ground floor. Like, game won't let you. You can only farm on, like, Z level 0. Maybe that's a better way of phrasing it. So if it ain't Z level 0, it ain't gonna work. Where did I put my worms? Oh, I guess they're in there. Yeah, no more rooftop farms. Zomboid gave you... Wait, there's splishy splashes? That's an indication that you can farm. I mean, fish, rather. That's wild. I mean, alright. That's so weird. Alright, so we got 5 more plots. Awesome. Just gotta get them watered. And maybe I should double check to make sure everything else is sufficiently watered. It's gonna be a recurring task of me to fulfill now that I have a proper water area. Or farming area. Words. Well watered. Yeah, everything else is still well watered. Oh, I'm not using my watering can anymore. Boo. The thing is, like, I can never run out of water as long as I have, like, running power, because I can always just boil pool water. This is never really going to be a problem. Alright, let's do a little bit of crop investigation. I know nothing. Apparently, I wouldn't even know if it's diseased, so... Short of making compost, which you guys didn't vote on me expanding my community garden, that is all the information we're going to have. Alright, it's getting late at night, so let's turn in after eating a little food. What are we eating tonight? So it didn't rain, so the pots are still empty. I should have brought the pot down to fill it. We still have this water pot. There is not a whole lot in here that would make for a good meal. So I think... maybe what I'll do is just keep it simple. Eat some more canned goods. I mean, I am working towards opening up the way to the Gigamart, so it will probably significantly change what food I have available to me. No, don't eat the beans. Stupid. So weight is still double ups 80. Oh, was that a zombie? Thought I heard a zombie. Trying to pack on the weight. And I'm just going to delete this trash. Alright, so it's midnight. Let's hope I don't sleep for like 12 hours like I did yesterday. And we'll do another day of clearing towards the Gigamart Plaza. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Brandenburg Shelter, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow zombie apocalypse survivors.